What does he know? The point is, answer it. What's he going to do? I mean, I want to roller skate. I can do it. I'm brilliant. Going up, bugger. Oh, hey! Anyway, so welcome to the show. Give me an E. E. See, entertainment is real. You know what I mean? It's real. It's happening. I find birthmarks exciting, especially if they're shaped like mainland Italy. And nothing worse than another bloody birthmark looks like Sweden. Anyway. Which brings me, I was on Countdown. Oh, wow, I was on Countdown, the original pilot episode. You know how it goes? Well, I was on the original pilot episode where they're trying out ideas still, and you know, it was 8.5 minutes the clock went for. So two from the back, two consonants, two vowel, consonant, 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 vowel, consonant, and then it was like, and it was 8.5 minutes. And it's going, and the people are going, I can't think of any more. Carol Vorderman was pacing up and down, she's going great, and it's going dee, and eventually it goes dee, 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 biddle, 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 dee, 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 poo! Everyone went, oh. And they said, Phil, what have you got? And I went, 2 letters. And you know the conundrum, and it's always Smarkenfurknint. That on the Swedish Countdown, it's always a word. It comes over and they just go, I've got it. Because it's, whatever it is, it is. You know, so has anyone here been on Wheel of Fortune? Or because I think of a great idea. Do them, like, you know, Glastonbury has a sort of music stage, an acoustic stage, and a comedy stage. They should have a live quiz stage. Can you imagine them doing Countdown to 35,000 people? And they'd all sit down, and when it came on again, the hand, it'd be like 90 feet. I'd love to see that. That'd be smashing. That's me doing it to go out, right? I love that TV program, Radiators. Radiators, wall-mounted heaters. On my first whistle, you will make the room warmer. And what I like is, like, shoes that are made of an entire cow, every bit of the cow. And her, a strange cow, was run over by a big tractor and had a... I also... You're the same! Spooky! Oh, Spooky! You're the same! Hey, up in the sky, this thing, run but you say! You met each other before? You have? Okay, I'll have to rework it, but that's fine. The magic dancing, the spooky twilight. Imagine how big a woman you'd have to be to stand like that. Crap, bullshit, bollocks. But the point is that you're a crowd, right? You're here, and maybe you two knew each other, and you've got the Twilight Zone, pair Twilight Zone shoes, please, thanks. You know, and you know the do-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, the tune, you know, the original tune for that wasn't do-dee-doo-doo, it was do-dee-doo-doo-doo, do-dee-doo-doo-doo, do-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-d which didn't work so well, you know, when you sort of go, when's your birthday? June 11th? Same as mine? Wow, spooky. Doesn't like the same. Tell you what I find entertaining also, those little bits of, you know, kind of sort of slithers of modern poetry that you get on Blind Date. Poetry that Graham comes up when he does his roundups before you make your choice. Like, no, don't make it, no! She's made it all, What the fuck am I talking about? I'm sorry. So Graham does his wee roundup and then he sees little bizarre bits of sort of super beautiful, wow, surreal poetry in the middle of nowhere, and he sort of goes, number one, saucy number one, who likes to be left alone at weekends but won't play golf with you. Can you imagine if you just tuned in then and you heard this, you know, or sexy number two, who won't leave you in a spin. But she's wearing a short skirt for some reason, surely. I'm always waiting for Graham just to lose it, you know, and just go, oh, number three, the fucking whore! Who's wearing nothing but crotches. Graham, shut up, crotches package! And we get out like there's bits of poetry on cinema posters, you know. He was a criminal, she was a first-time lawyer. They had no chance, but they did work it out. Funnily enough, gosh, what a film. Come and see it. February 20th. Just sort of goes on, you know, I love those things. A lot of people don't like what I do, that's fair enough. I get a lot of bad reviews. I cannot believe some of the rubbish printed in the papers these days. Die Zeit, right? Gave me a review, I couldn't believe it. Where is it? Here. Ohne das L bei Lurman Naturlicht. Yeah. El Periodico, listen to this bunch of half-assed journo hacks. Listen to this. Listen to this shit. De hecto punti que reclamamba la información para escribir. Exactly. Yeah, and what do I get from Hempimp? Look at that, look at that. So, some wise guy with his fist up. Yeah, yeah. Nimpipok tu ahoy. Yeah, exactly. That's it, right there. Hold it there. Okay, and again, give us it, like, really give me everything. Everything, come on. That's it. Come on, Nino. Come on, Nino. Magic! Now, I know a lot of you have brought some things to the show tonight that you might bring if you were going to be entertaining. And of course, as I am, I thought it'd be good if, because I'm entertaining, if you gave me the things. Perhaps has anyone got the things that they thought that they might use when you're entertaining? A cucumber, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Sweeping straight past the obvious gag and going to the cucumber up your arse gag. So you've got, what have you got there? Grapes? My God, it's the family of the... You prisoners, you prisoners! I'm free, I'm free! Has anyone got anything else they want me to use? I'm going to make a meal. Chuck it down, chuck it at me. Chuck it at me. It's a big hairy coconut. Lovely, magic. So, hang on. Okay, wait! A wee bit of oil in there, not too much oil. Because it can get a wee bit oily stuff if you've not, you know. Oh, kids, I've shrunk the honey. Let's see how they melt during the show. Now, this is one of the great joys in the world, and they've opened it already. Some of that in. It's always good to get that in. Can you hear that? Magic, get some of that in. A couple of the huge knives. Oh. Ouch. So I'll get the, probably best to chop the coconut up. Steady, Phil. I don't know what you're doing. Stop it. So, with your olives, when you're preparing your olives, always scoop out the middle. Scoop out the middle. Now, I always dice them a couple of times like that. Then one time over, scoop it up. Scoop it up in the hand. Just in they go, right in. Plums, always. I'm sorry, it's bad for a thing. I always just score my plums. Oh yeah. And then I always just stick them in there. Now, with a ready fried sausage, I always think it's fun to recreate the beginning of Grange Hill. the best thing to do also is a nice can of woodpecker while you're going. Bit of cider, a lot of sweetness sometimes adds a little bit of fun to there. And not bad. Always eat your greens. Anyway. Now, the best thing about, if you're going to blend, careful when your finger goes in. Blend up, well, you want to blend up some olives and some grapes because they're very similar to each other. You want to force them together. And then you want to get a bit of ginger in there. So that's that done. Just one sharp twist usually does it, and stick them in with there with the grapes, ginger, or stuff like that. Just join us in a couple of minutes. We'll see how this is getting on. Welcome back to part 2. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back to part 2. Thanks, and welcome back to part 2. Welcome back to part 2. Steady. Welcome part 2. If you've just joined us, welcome back to part 2. If you haven't just joined us, then you don't know I've done that, and that's cool. If you're about to join us, if you're just thinking of joining us, then join us. Join us. And if you still haven't joined us, then fucking and if you've just joined, hello, hi, if you've joined us, welcome back to part 2. Part 2. For those of you about to rock, we salute you. For those of you we're about to die, O me miseram Caesar et tu brutem. Did anyone bring objects relating to music? Any musical objects? Did people? You brought your maracas. My crackers. Give me maracas. What's that? Oh, that's Mr. Fart. Brilliant. Give us your fart box. Is it one that you stuff your finger in and it makes a funny noise? I don't like this, do you know what I mean? It worries me that something can be so sort of alive, I don't know if you'll hear this unless I put it near my thing, but you go... Can you hear that? It sounds like some guy in Tennessee digging a grave. In the swamp, bury him in the swamps, they'll never find his body. We've cut his ass off, now just let's bury him for God's sake. Waldo, where's my spade? I can't find it, for God's sake. Has anyone got the actual musical stuff, though, kind of musical things? You've got maracas, can I... Oi! Oh my God, you've got an entire orchestra. Can you chuck... Oh, you've got your didgeridoo. Give me the fart stuff back again, it's not... I need to be more accurate. Right. Will that enhance the playing of it? Because can you play? That's one of the. This is one of the most common accidents in Australia. You're walking along with your didgeridoo. Some little turtle or lizard is in the track. You ding and your didgeridoo. Oh, the little fellow's dead. Now, if you just joined us. Quickly, bit of changeover. Because there's no way I can explain this full circle that... First of all, green slime must have come out of the swamps. You know how we came out of the swamps? Some evolution here. Green swamps, this is the swamp. We manufacture the swamp. Didgeridoos, people who live near swamps, didgeridoo and swamp, stick and finger stick, fuck mud, thing stuff inside, Australian outback accident. Does that explain it? Yeah, but I can't. I mean, the whole point is every week it's like, oh, sorry. Just get it right. Just get it right. And if you're so into them, why don't you eat them then? Christ. We asked 100 people what their favourite quiz show noise. You said... We asked 100 people what a fart machine sounds like. They said... Our survey said... We smelled 100 people's farts. We went... I've started, so I'll finish. Did you see that? All these outtakes. I've got this hot illicit pirate tape of outtakes from quiz shows, like the time when Ted Rogers went, join us back after the break on 3, 2, 1. Terrible accident. Then the time where the guy on Mastermind, he was just spinning around in the chair going, oh, pass, I don't know, pass. And Magnus Magnuson brought out a fucking gun and shot him right there. I think it was a Magnum. 377. He said, you started it, oh, but I'm finishing it, mate. Pow! Beep, beep. So, has anyone got another favourite quiz show? I don't know if anyone got favourite quiz shows. Anyone got Sir, you sir with the long hair? Silly long hair and stupid goatee beard. Have you got a favourite? Sir, what's your favourite quiz show?
Blankety blank.
Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. My wife, and cannot get pregnant. Turns out I keep firing blanks. The Russian army did so badly in the war because their bullets were in fact blanks or blanks. Blankety blanket, blankety blank. Blankety blank. Yeah, I know, I hear what you're saying, and I don't care, because the point is, I'm the one that's up there. I'm the one that has to go through with it, right? So the cooking stays in, all right? Whose idea was it to cancel it? Whose idea was it? Cock. Right. Because I went to see, I love being sort of sunk into this sort of anonymous mass of an animal that is a crowd, and sort of, running around and dancing on the crowd and stuff like that, and running across people's shoulders. It's a brilliant thing. It's a lovely thing just being, it's that huge. And last time I was in an event that size, I went to see Oasis up at Loch Lomond. And it's incredible, because before Oasis come out, there's tons of a big, huge gap, and there's tons of music playing. It's playing one of their songs, it's one of their acoustic songs, and there's these massive big screens, huge, big, massive screens, even bigger than New York. I feel like King Kong. Get on with your typing, come on! And there's a what? King... I'm going to... Why are you typing so fast? King Kong just told me to get on with it. Ching-ching. This is me post-gorilla. Oh yes, so I was at the Oasis show, and we sneaked back to the hotel, and it was a brilliant thing. And we were hanging around in the big foyer, huge giant foyer bar, and where last night apparently, Noel and Liam had been hanging around and stuff, and we were waiting, and nothing happened. So for a laugh, we just thought, well, why don't we go up to the 20th floor on the lift, right? They're bound to be up there in the penthouse, right? So we got in the lift, right? And it's an amazing sensation getting in a lift, and all you need to do is press the button, and it's just going to go, and you go. And just as we were about to go in, right, someone came in, and she pressed the 20th floor, and we hadn't done it. We hadn't got the current, the strength to do it. So she came in and pressed the 20th, and we went, and sort of gulped like a big, tiny wee lift shaft in our throats, and things going down, and the doors went, ding, and the last of our civilized world went away from us. And we went up, and we're going up to the 20th floor, and we go all the way up, and we get to the top, and she looks at us and goes, yeah, hi, because she clearly knows where she's going, and we're all going, and there's a mirror behind us, and we're sweating in it, and the doors are open, and she walks out confidently right through, past these two massive bouncers, right through past Noel, who's standing there. That's the point. The door's open, there's two bouncers, and there's Noel standing right there, and she walks past him, and we go, and before a moment, before we could even think about what we're doing, before we could even plan, I just started to walk forward confidently, and because I looked fairly confident, I went through the two bouncers, right, and I walked up to Noel, and he's right there, and I swear to God, what did I say to him? Oh my God! I walked up to him and I said, hello, do you have any couscous? I was thinking, in life you get one chance! One chance in life! And I don't know why, and just at that moment he sort of went, eh. they didn't sort of give any signals, but the bouncers knew, and they put us back in the lift, right? And they went, go on, go down. So the door was shut, and we were going down. We were really dejected and going, no, it's really horrible. And we went down, and we got to the 11th floor, and we said, hell, why don't we just go straight back up again? So we got to 11th, we pressed 11, and it went shing, and then we pressed 20 again, and they're waiting for the doors, and there's that wee moment of delay. When will it happen? When? And they went ding, and they must have seen the lift go ding, ding, 18, 17, 16, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they were all waiting, right? So when it came out, the lift doors were about to open, we all stood with our backs right to the door. So when the doors opened, we all went, nah, no thanks, we're not interested, thanks. And I swear, in the mirror, I thought, no, go like that. Laughing! So you get a second chance. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Okay, good. Right, Roger. There's a big thing with TV shows and editors. You know, editors sort of, they have to make it look really smooth. You know, and there's quite a big problem. One of the things that's an editor's nightmare is continuity. You know, and or spontaneity, as I call it. Because you know, you can. I mean, so I thought we'd try and make this really hard for them to look continuous. Because you know, sometimes things are, and these two zebras were walking down the road, and there's the thing that, and there was two zebras, and they came across this guy, and there's two Irishmen, and they said, no, we don't serve nudity. Across the sides of the... And one of them said to the other, maybe we don't serve horses. And the zebras were running to the thing all over the place. And they... Yeah, and the thing about that was the funny thing about that was the unt. So these two zebras were in a pub, and they... No, wait, the editor's crap job. Now, phew, that's cool. You know we're on after the fucking watershed.
So the target is 416. Quite a difficult one, I think, for everybody.
Just get your... Oh, yeah.
As I was saying, 416.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome, please, the one and only Syncopated Monsters! Tonight, the one and only man with a fist faster than lightning, the incredible, the one and only, the incredible Martin Trevor! On bass tonight, we're lucky enough to have the man with the steely, strongest fingers in the Western world, the amazing, the one and only Phil Wheeler! Tonight, for one night only, and one night is enough in his crazy fretboard world, the amazing, the incredible Bill Bailey! I want to thank you for coming here tonight. For all the things you brought here, wow, you made it sure all right. Because there's more than a hill we have come. More than a hill we have come. What you wanna do? No one will include you. Say one thing you wanna see, and I will give it 1, 2. Oh, what the hell we done? More than a hill we have climbed. Cheers, good night.